Greetings, it's Carrioner, and first day of E3, or should I say day 0, is over, and I really wanted to watch the whole show from that day, not only because I am a Battlefield player, but also because I am a console player. What we saw was Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft and then Sony press conference. I was excited for that last one the most because I was hoping to see some God of War 4, but it never happened, so that's a bummer. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll try to focus on those titles that stood out for me the most for different reasons, and I will do it in form of a countdown. Some games were on multiple conferences, like The Division, for example, which we saw at Microsoft conference and then on Ubisoft conference, and since Ubisoft is the publisher of this game, I will mention about it when I will talk about Ubisoft. So, like I said, day 1 started with Microsoft conference. First we saw Call of Duty, and of course it was a single player, so something that COD is good at, and it will have this futuristic approach with jetpack jumps, giant spider tanks, and strafing with jetpack, some futuristic riot shields and sort of a homing grenades. Well, you can smell Titanfall from a mile away with this one, okay? Besides, it was COD, so meh.
See you on the other side. We're gonna get you home.
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. This is just a flesh wound.
Next one was Forza 5, Forza Horizon or something, I don't know, Forza Horizon 2. They were like, we have this and that, and look how awesome this game looks. Well, it's not like they will say, want this car? Buy it for $50! Microtransactions, yeah. Sunset Overdrive, this is an Xbox exclusive game, and I really like this one. They approach this game with some humor, like you can see those signs when the blood is spilling, or when you have this mushroom explosion, there's a sign like boom. It kinda reminds me Dead Rising, but with mutants, not zombies, which basically are the same. And when I was watching, I was like, hey, it reminds me Dead Rising, and then they showed Dead Rising. I think it's DLC, but it have really funny name. It's kind of like Machete 2 movie. They're having some fun with the title Machete Kills Again in Space. You know, that's kind of funny. So what else we had? Fable, and I was like, oh my god, please, not the Fable again, this piece of crap. Oh, hey, this is actually really nice. And then I saw those blank characters and I was like, meh. Number 5, Project Spark, and it's basically a Little Big Planet on steroids, and yeah, that's it. Phantom Dust exclusive Xbox, but to me I don't give a shit. But since it's an exclusive game, I thought I could mention about it. Oh, and there were some indie titles. Halo 5 and Halo Master Chief Collection. Now this one is a big one, and even though this collection smells from distance with give me money, it's still not fuck you give me money, and this is good. Basically you will get all Halo games, so 1, 2, 3, 4, with all shit already unlocked, and all multiplayer maps and game modes you had in those games back in the day, with improved graphics, of course, which is awesome, I guess. So in other words, if you're planning to get an Xbox One and you didn't play any other Halo games, now you will have a chance. So yeah, that's actually really cool. Now this is the part where I'm changing the order because, like I said, this is also kinda my countdown, so there was a title that stood out for me. I just had to put it higher on my list, and it was Scalebound. This is Xbox exclusive game, but it was really interesting to me because all those dragons and shit, you know, I really like dragons. And the main protagonist looks like a new Dante from Devil May Cry with, well, with white hair, not black. So at first I thought this is actually Devil May Cry. Next one was a big surprise to me, and this is why I just had to put it higher on my list, and it was Tomb Raider, or should I say Rise of Tomb Raider. It was just a CGI trailer, but I'm a fan of Lara. If you don't believe me, then here is my old drawing I made some time ago. And finally, at number 1, drum please, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Oh yeah, you knew this was coming, and holy shit, this game is starting to build in me so much. It is so beautiful, and I can't wait when I will be able to do my own wild hunt. All those mythical beasts like this griffin that Geralt is hunting right now. And the map, it is fucking huge, man. I really hope there is gonna be some really good fast travel system, because I feel like if you will have to like run from point 1 to point B over and over, then it will just take like hours like days. Okay, the next stop was EA. And once again I will move few titles on my list here and there, because this is also a countdown, like I said before. So number 5, Sims. And they were like, oh, your Sims are gonna be so smart and they will have a heart. Are you fucking shitting me? This guy died because he was laughing at his own party that you fucking made him just to cheer him up, and he died because some chick from like other player's character came to his party. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? This is actually pathetic, okay? Then they showed some bunch of sport games with all that bullshit all over again.
New physics, real like never before. Defense and shit. Like, ooh, ah, fap, oh yeah, oh.
So once again, NHL, Madden, some golf, where they like fucking shoot a ball over the Paracel Storm from Battlefield 4, but whatever. And FIFA. Only UFC had the balls to show some gameplay with Bruce Lee, which could be just a DLC character to previous UFC game, but oh well. Basically same games with updated squads, with all that cake and crap and shit. How much they change. Oh yeah, look how we changed the game. Oh, look how amazing it looks and feels. Yeah, blah blah blah. Same old crap. So basically you won't see that much of a difference, and if you do, then it will probably gonna be worse. Number 3, Mirror's Edge 2. Like, come on, man. Look at this chick. She is hot. Besides, how many games like this one we have? 1? Yeah. At number 2, Dragon's Age Inquisition. Yeah, I love dragons, so this one is at number 2. There is just one thing, after playing Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, I just can't imagine fighting mythical creatures like dragons, for example, by mashing their legs and shit like that. I just want to climb on them and fly away and still be able to mash them when they are flying away. That is always nice and cool and shit, yeah. And finally at number 1, Battlefield Hardline. Basically it was the last one in the show, so I can just use that as an excuse. And since we are talking about Battlefield Hardline, what you see is my gameplay from one round. Basically this was my first round with this loadout, and I was actually really surprised how good it was, you know, but basically it was the silencer, and silencer is always good to have on your gun. But to be honest, I still think this could be just a DLC for Battlefield 4, like, you know, Battlefield 4 Police DLC. Well, if it was only next-gen title, then yeah, but this is gonna be on PC, PS4, Xbox One, 360 and PS3. So this smells, fuck you, give me money. If we want to see a true next-gen Battlefield, then I think that we just have to ditch PS3 and Xbox 360. I don't want to sound like I'm a dick here, but really just look at Watch Dogs. This was released on PS3, Xbox 360, and now compare it with The Division. Now that one is only on PC, Xbox One and PS4, so we won't see that one on the previous gen, and the difference is really noticeable. And why I mentioned those two games? Well, because those are Ubisoft games. And if you are wondering how the fuck I was able to get my hands on Battlefield Hardline beta, then when they mentioned that we will have a limited access to beta for PS4 and PC, people just went nuts and PSN was overloaded. I barely got it myself. By the time I was able to click on it, it was already down to 74%. Surprisingly, there were no information about Battlefront 3. Either somehow I missed it, or yeah, they just didn't tell anything about it. So I'm guessing we're gonna see something around October 2015-ish, maybe 2016-ish. Which is good, because I'm tired of games being pushed out the door, because push it out the door, we're gonna patch it later. Okay, now it's time for Ubisoft. Remember when I said I pray to God we won't see new Assassin's Creed, because as much as I like this franchise, I just don't want Ubisoft making another Call of Duty game that is released year after year, which, by the way, yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity. Looks like 2 previous, or should I say 5 previous games, Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3 and 4. I'm not counting the first one because that was actually a bit different. I really wish they would give this franchise a rest for a year and then came out with some fresh ideas and shit like that, but nope! It's just basically the same stuff with some extra co-op for up to 4 players, like Borderlands, which isn't something that we didn't see already, like I said, but yeah, just same old stuff. At number 4, The Crew, another racing game, and once again, when Ubisoft mentioned about open beta, they mentioned that you can sign up for beta and get some keys. The page was just overloaded and you wasn't even able to load it, so yeah. Far Cry 4, it was first in the show, but it is so high on my list because I didn't know about it till like 2 weeks ago. What can I say, it's graphics porn with some elephants and stuff like that, but you can smell Far Cry 3 all over it, which is actually good because I really like that game. And I think I didn't mention about it, you will be able to play with friends even if they don't have the game now. That is fucking awesome. I have no idea how they're gonna do that, but this is gonna be exclusive feature for PS4 and PS3. Second place goes to The Division. What can I say, it really looks like a next-gen title, very detailed open world. Fuck man, people were getting orgasm when they saw bullets doing actual damage, or when the guy closed the cab's door when he approached to take cover. And I'm actually not surprised, because Ubisoft spent a shitload of money to develop this game, and it was way more than on Watch Dogs, and that game cost them, well, less than shitload. Lousy $68 million, not yens. This game would be first on my list, if not the one that actually is there, which is Rainbow Six Siege. Holy shit! This drew my attention a lot. I was like sitting and I was like, holy shit. And you know what? This is how you do cops versus robbers game, man. Squad versus squad, you can feel the tension even when you're not playing but just watching. You can cut it with a fucking knife, man. This is what I was expecting from Battlefield Hardline. Well, at least this is how I feel about cops and robbers game. Well, what can I say, I just want to feel that I'm actually a bandit or that I'm actually a cop. I want to feel that I'm gonna die if I do a small mistake, that I just have to rely on my buddies next to me. You know, the communication, shit like that. And Battlefield is just like shoot everything that moves, blow shit up. Now time for Sony. And I won't list every single game because there was just so much shit. But before I start my list, I will mention a few quite important things like PS Cam with Project Morpheus, or PS Now, which beta gonna be launched soon in US and Canada. And also PS TV. Well, this is actually what I was afraid of. It's kinda streaming games to your TV, and so you won't be buying your games, you will be renting them. In other words, thanks to this device you will be able to play games like God of War Ascension, which they actually mention on your smart TV or smartphone, and that's why I was kinda afraid of this, because I just don't want the typical consoles go away. I really like physical copies of my games. At number 10, indie titles and free games. Indie titles that stood out for me the most were Broforce, which you can play on PC. If you probably know the game, so yeah, it is really funny game. Giant Squid, made by the guy responsible for Journey, which will be exclusive to PS4, just like No Man's Sky. And it was actually funny when the guy said, every player will start on a different planet, eh? Hey, high five, high five, anyone? Anyone? Okay. Well, he didn't actually say that part with high five, but it really felt like that when he was expecting the applause. Free games, 25 free games this year or something, like PlanetSide 2, War Thunder or Loadout, which is really funny third-person shooter. You can play it on PC, so if you have a PC, you probably already did. Infamous Second Son standalone DLC, yeah, that's it. That's cool, I guess. And some Dead Island 2 zombies, yay! Little Big Planet 3, I just had to mention this one because not only it is an exclusive game, but also I really feel like this game I could play with my ex when she wasn't actually my ex yet. Because there is no violence, kinda, and it's really fun when you play with someone. At number 7 we have The Last of Us Remake, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, and GTA 5. Those last two have something in common. Both are open world and both are basically doing double cash-in. Well, actually all three of them doing that. Metal Gear because of the overpriced demo, which should be free, called Ground Zero, and the GTA 5 because it was released on the previous gen and now they will release it once again in October 2015. But I admit both games looks awesome. Well, all three of them kinda, I guess. They all look awesome, and it's not about the graphics kinda, but I actually didn't know that it was GTA 5 till I saw Trevor. Uncharted 4, yeah, Uncharted 4, what else there is to say? It's Uncharted, okay? Naughty Dog, shit like that. Destiny. If you're lucky enough and you have PS4 like I do, then you will be able to play Alpha for 4 days exclusively on PS4. Yeah, you will be able to play only on PS4, that Alpha, I mean. Also, there will be a bundle with White, PS4 and Destiny. Now I know what was that, a small change in PS4 code back in the day. Bloodborne. Now this, when I saw From Software, I knew it will be something dark and exciting. Well, it was only a CGI trailer, but it looked really nice and I want to see more. Mortal Kombat X, damn, it looks good. I love those X-rays and check out all those brutal fatalities. To me, it was a surprise because I had no idea they were actually working on new Mortal Kombat. So there we go. Batman Arkham Knight. It's not an exclusive game, but it was nice to see Batman driving his Batmobile. Basically, this franchise is the best comic superhero game out there, and I love comic books. At number 1, you probably didn't see that one coming. YouTube coming to PS4. Holy shit, finally. Yeah, it's not a game, but you have to admit that this is pretty big. Being able to upload gameplay videos to YouTube is a big part of gaming community, and basically it should be there day one, first place. And since they were talking about all that social experience and sharing your shit from the start, that it was really a big surprise that you wasn't able to do that. You just basically had to upload your videos to Facebook, then download and then upload and blah blah blah, yeah. Okay, so my countdown is over, just like first day of E3. I hope you did enjoy my video and stay tuned for more. So don't forget to smash that like button with your face, and as always, thanks for watching.